Welcome back to another game, and it's a 21-29 rated player against a 21-29 rated player. Oh, Caro-Kann. Not faced this in a while. So, two knights. I like it when they bring their bishop out. Okay, I don't. This is... Oh, okay, taking's interesting. Okay. I don't know quite what to make of this. I think I've looked at this a little bit before. So, idea being that they want to bring their bishop out before the pawn chain. So, my thoughts. Play knight there. I kind of like knight there, playing against it, right? Or I play bishop d3, which is also not so stupid. You're blocking your d pawn, but maybe he'd come here. Let's play this way. Like I think bishop f4 was the plan, or maybe even queen f4 is the plan. Maybe bishop d3. They're my two candidate moves. It was bishop d3 or knight d4. We've got knight d4. And we'll find out after the game if that was the right one to go for. So they basically want to get a bishop out and their knight there before they kind of lock themselves out with e6. Because in the usual one, they don't trade the knight. They play knight there, and then like white can get some pieces out, and they often end up with the bishop left at home and the pawn locking with the pawn on e6. So I think this is an attempt to not do that. You can maybe combine ideas and play this. Or I can play d3. Right, what if I just take and go there? Might have to go there, but I can go there. What about putting that check in? Only a few moves in, and thinking maybe this would be a useful one to learn back in. I'm really happy with the trade. Two central pieces there now. So two options. One is we go there, but they might play this. I think I'm going to go here. I'm not worried about the pin, given the queen's off the board. I'm not worried about the pin. If you want to exchange your bishop for that knight, that's fine. So if you come here, I'm quite happy to let you have it. Because any trade opens up the file for my rook, and if I've got double pawns on there, I can plop them up to f4 at some point and get a trade for them most likely. So expect to see castles. Well, I'd say it's not even a pin, is it? It's just an aggressive developing move. That is a passive developing move. Here, here. No onward squares. So I was thinking this, but that kind of limits my bishop, doesn't it? So I'm thinking maybe I'll put the bishop around this way. Oh, I didn't even question what I'm doing. She attacks my pawn, but that's not a road we go down. So I'm going to get castled next. It's an even position. Like your knight's useless, right? Where's it going? Nowhere. King up, interesting. Double pressure on here now. Okay, so we induce that weakness. I mean, this is the cheap threat, but I think having access to both of these squares is going to be useful. I think even a trade here is good for me. So obviously decided that castling's not for him this game. This dark square bishop is very blunted, but looking at terrible prospects. So I want to bring a rook to the d file, but I'm not sure which one. I think this one wants to stay here because maybe there's some ideas of doing this. I might be wrong. I might want to keep a queenside rook more than I want a kingside one, but we shall see. I think this is just a useful, kind of annoying square to put one's knight on. Pressure on the rook. Oh, I see. One thing I totally missed actually, isn't it? King there is a play to put your bishop there in exchange of my quite powerful piece. I check you, I keep good control of your kingside space. You're forced there really, aren't you? Is that any use? No, but it suffocates you. Is there any benefit in letting you play this first and then check? No, maybe you go straight in, or we go here. Need to evaluate this trade. I think I like this better. Opponent left the game. In 40 seconds, victory will be mine. It also gives me options of playing f4 at some point in the future. Yeah, well, this is my new thing now. If they leave the game, I'm going to claim it. I think I'm in a better position here. +1, yeah. So let's take a look at it. So yeah, the Caro-Kann's interesting. I play the Two Knights version, which I think gives me some nice chances. So takes, knight there's fine, queen there. Most of the time, I see. Yeah, no, not that move. This is the worst move for the position. Because after this, there's mate in one. So what's played? So maybe trading it is played, and then knight goes. Yeah. So what I see a lot, knight there, bishop out, and you end up sacrificing in quotes your queen. So knight there, knight there. You can't take this queen because bishop takes would be mate. So they end up blocking, and then the queen comes down. So I know that position, but they obviously played a different line to circumvent that. So they didn't play that. They played queen out here. And what if I show some more? Let's switch 3 lines. Okay, so neither of the moves that I considered are the ones to play. Yeah, I was thinking c3, but then what happens after this? Can you get the bishop out? They achieve what they want, and I didn't want that. So was my move any good? So it's a level position. That's the best move. That's the best move. Trading is best move. Why knight up? Runs off the castles. Well, let's just go down the line that we played. Bishop out, knight out. I was also thinking here, what on this, I'm kind of forced to go back and be a bit passive. But I suppose after I castle and defend a rook, my piece can go back. No, I didn't really see the point of that. I was not threatening to put my bishop there. Okay, it likes knight h4, and it likes knight g6. Cool. And then I thought after the king, yeah, king moves back. I thought e8. I was going to put my a rook on d1, which it does not like. I was going to play this and lose all my advantage. Says instead play f4 and if takes, knight takes. this transposition is good for me, probably because your king's penned in, your bishop's got no play in the game, and I can probably just start pushing, bringing rooks, not to there, but rooks to there, or doubling and causing some problems. Interesting. Well, it counts as a win, so, we'll take that.